Hello, the internet. It is Friday, the 9th of July, 2021, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the 9th day of July. July being a process where I go live every day for the month of July right here on YouTube. In addition to my daily D-Live content, I'm here on YouTube doing streams. Just before we do go any further, just on a little bit more of a somber note, today is the 20th anniversary of the passing of my father, 9th of July. Never a great day in this family. He would have been 84 today. Died at 64 of cancer. So just a little side note, I'll probably be getting a little boozy tonight on the D-Live. But good to remember the late Jules. So get that out of the way and try to move on. I mean, days, right? They go, they come, they move. Things move fast and slow, and it feels like yesterday that he died. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I don't want to bring it down too much. I just want to acknowledge that the 9th of July, that's the date. Sorry, that's the date of my father's birthday, not the day of his... Did I get that wrong? Did I say the anniversary of his death? No, that's the 18th of August. His birthday is what I'm saying. Crikey. I think I might have said that wrong. I'm not going to lie. It's a little early for me on a morning stream like this, but let's move on. We do have content here. This channel, by the way, let me say hello to the chat first. Hello, the internet. And I spelled that wrong. Hello, the internet. Hello, the internet. What's an internet? Hello, the internet. And then Chris Child. Hello, good sir. Hello, Chris. How you doing, man? Good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for this. Yeah, and thank you for the thumbs upses. Let me see how many the thumbs upses. 4 thumbs up versus 0 thumbs downs. That's the first time that's happened. No thumbs downses. All thumbs are upses. Thank you very much for the thumbs upses. Hey, Chris Child, and then Timski. G'day, Benon and Chris. G'day, Tim. How you doing, man? Good morning. We'll put the chat up on screen so we can all play along. So let's move into this content super quick. I don't know this channel, Jenna Ezarik. Jenna Ezarik, am I saying that correctly? James Dalumba. Hello, James. Hello, man. How you doing, James? Good to see you, buddy. James. Jenna Ezarik. I don't know if I'm saying her handle correctly. I don't know the channel. This story came to me from a long-term giver in the channel. He's not here this morning. He's probably still awake doing his own content on D-Live, possibly. Hendrik. You know Hendrik, the H-Man. We call him the H-Man. Are we level, Hendrik? I know he watches these replays. Are we level? I think we're level. He always tells me when I'm not level. I'm level this time, Hendrik. He gave this story to me because it's a little sensitive, right? Hendrik went through a homeless period when he was in Victoria. It's about, what are we now? July. I reckon it would have been late last year. Jeez, I can't remember, man. Time goes like this. But either way, Hendrik was literally homeless, living on the streets. So he knows what homelessness is, right? He's firsthand experience with literally living on the streets, having all his gear stolen, living on the streets. This YouTuber, I'll show you her channel here, Jenna, or this is her video, story time. She's got a video, Jenna Ezarik. She's got 941,000 subscribers. The video is titled Story Time. However, that has changed. So Hendrik tells me, and this, by the way, this information that Hendrik told me is in the public Discord. So this is not a private DM Hendrik mentioned to me. This is in the public. He mentioned, oh man, I put a downvote on this video alongside a negative comment. And then he linked me the video. And then he said, the fact that I got a reply is amazing in itself. But what it said is even better. Now he did list it here, but we could go and have a look. Then he said, so let me go back and show you the quote from the H-Man on this video. If we scroll down, excuse me. Oh, Renee Ritchie. Wow, that's interesting. I watch this guy's content on MacBreak Weekly. Let's keep going. If I change public comments to sort by newest first, I guess this will be somewhat in here somewhere close. Hendrik would have been. Here it is. Hendrik Eber. So he said, can you see that? I'll make this larger if you can't. He said, I find it difficult to give you compassion given you are not really homeless. As someone who has indeed lived off the streets, I find this very offensive. Homelessness is nothing to be made light of. Full stop. Now that's the Australian way of saying period, right? That's the end of the conversation. To which she did reply. Jenna Ezarik replied, well, I'm not really asking for compassion. I'm lucky to have, she's got an extra 2 there. I'm lucky to have supportive friends and family. I wasn't making a video asking for money or for people to feel bad for me. More so just an update on my life. Now I can identify with that when you put a video out and it's just an update to your existence. I've done this with my 4-minute daily vlogs. Sometimes they pop. I've got daily vlogs that have gone up a couple of 100,000 views. No real reason for it, just my daily vlog. And then all of a sudden it's the content's hit. However, at this point, Hendrik has changed his tune. He replied, I get that, Jenna. Being on the street was bad, but also good. So Hendrik's referring back to the support of the friends and family. And he says, I met so many beautiful people, more than I had met in my normal life. I guess he's referring back to when he wasn't homeless. Then Hendrik went ahead and said, and look, Jenna, given your considerate response, my downvote has gone to an upvote. I get your point of view, all good. Now, if you go back up and have a look at the downvotes to upvotes on her video, 3K likes versus 55 downs. So Hendrik did add to the down, then he changed his downvote. You would think that would be where the story ends, but it's not. And Hendrik did make some more comments to me, which I will read to you here. So he said, I've now changed that downvote to an upvote. He said, also, it should be noted that the video went up, like the first time this went to air, with the title of Why I'm Homeless. Why I'm Homeless. When you look at it now, it says what happened, story time, not mentioning the word homelessness. So not mentioning the word homelessness, as you can see, she hasn't mentioned homelessness there. It's just literally story time and what happened. So Hendrik said, a follow-up, he said, let me read this to you. He said, scrap that. It's now a downvote again. She's too full of her own... Are we allowed to swear on YouTube? We're not far enough into a stream, are we? She's too full of her own poop. Therefore, she must deal with it. He also said, should be noted that the video went up with the title of Why I'm Homeless. So yeah, she is working the YouTube machine. Now, we've seen the YouTube machine be worked many different ways. Just yesterday, we talked about people making fake animal rescue videos and milking that crap. Is this what's happening here? Is this creator milking homelessness, even though not... And I haven't seen the video, by the way. I've not watched this. We could take a look at it. It's a short enough video. We could take a look at it and make our own commentary. But is it possible people are milking the concept of being homeless? Let's not forget, she has 30,000 views on this video and 941,000. She's just shy of 1 million subs. And look at all her social links. Look at all her affiliate links here. So she definitely is monetizing this content, whether that be, and I guess we're not here to sort of say whether this is good or bad. In my mind, I think it's pretty bad. But then again, if you can monetize on YouTube, why can't you monetize your situation? The thing is the situation homelessness? And I haven't watched the video. I don't know. So we're going to learn what her situation is. Is she actually on the street? Or did she just get booted out of a share house or something and she's got to go and get another one? Surely she has the money to afford that, given almost 1 million subs, right? So let's take a look at it. Chris says, sorry, mate, I lost my dad last year and already a sad time was much harder due to the pandemic. But yes, on topic, I did see her video. And I was like, not sure your situation is worthy of the title used. So Chris, just to break that into the two things, you're talking about your father. I'm sorry to hear that you just lost your dad a year ago. That's very, very soon. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I tell you the truth, dude. It never gets better. It doesn't. It's never gonna be better. That's the hard truth, dude. It never gets. It's been 20 years, and to me, every day is the same as the one before. It's shit. When someone close to you dies, it's shit, and you'll always wonder why. It's absolutely the crappiest thing about life is when somebody close to you passes away. So I'm not gonna try to say it's all good, man. You'll be fine. It's not. It's completely shithouse. So, but then on topic, you said you did see the video and you were like, not sure your situation is. So you saw it when it was titled, what was it titled? Why I'm Homeless? Why I'm Homeless. So it originally went up with Why I'm Homeless, and then this creator, Jenna, obviously had a turn of heart and she changed it to story time. So let's take a look at it and see what it's all about.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a new video where today's video is just kind of going to be a little life update. I'm homeless. Kinda. So I've been on the East Coast.
I guess you can't really I guess you can't really say I'm homeless. Kind of. You're either homeless and on the streets and down and out, or you're not. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't half-ass this. You're either homeless or you're not, girl.
For a couple months now, and originally
hang on, let me.
What's going on? Welcome to a new video where today's video is just kind of going to be a little life update. I'm homeless. Kinda. So I've been on the East Coast for a couple months now, and originally, I just was gonna hang out here. There's like some other things going on in my life that I'm not really comfortable sharing with you because it is still my personal life, but yeah.
I'm not really comfortable sharing other parts of my life, except possibly the biggest thing that I am living on the streets. I mean, like I said, this is a little bit already 18 seconds in and I'm like, whoa, you're homeless or you're not, and you're not comfortable sharing other things about your life? Oh. Chris, her flat was damaged and that sucks, but it's all covered by her landlord and she gets loans of high performance sports cars due to status on YouTube, as is her much more well-known YouTube sister. Right. Okay. So it's becoming clear. It's becoming clearer.
I've just been on the East Coast hanging out. It's been nice to see my family, my friends. The whole pandemic, I didn't get to see anyone for a really, really long time. So I've just been staying at my parents, staying at my sister's, and just kind of, well, being kind of also homeless over here on the East Coast. But while I was here, my place in Los Angeles encountered quite a surprise. So
Is she getting that wrong? She said she's on the East Coast, then she said LA. So she's on the East Coast visiting her parents, but she normally lives on the West Coast in LA? Is that... I just missed that bit.
So basically, I'm gonna give you like a shortened version of this. Rats chewed through the pipes in my ceilings of the place where I have been renting. Thankfully, I do not own it, but I have been leasing it, causing severe water damage in the walls, in the ceilings, in the floor. It is a 2-story place.
So she lives in a 2-story rented apartment in California, in the West Coast, I'm assuming California, and she's visiting the East Coast, and she's calling herself homeless? I mean, how many homeless people rent a 2-story apartment in LA? Not many.
And unfortunately, it somehow also the bottom floor is also damaged. And like I said, like this was caught very, very quickly, so it's not like I was, gone forever and it was just sitting there. It was caught the day that it happened. And I'm very, very thankful for friends and for family members and for my landlords who were able to take a very quick action, move all of my things into storage. So
That's pretty cool. So she was away and this happened and her friend stepped up and moved all the crap out. Because imagine your roof starts falling in with water and you got, she's a YouTuber, she's got all her gear and crap. I'd be like, get that out, please. So somebody helped her, that's good.
Really damage-wise, other than structural, my belongings and my electronics are perfectly fine and untouched. It could have been very bad, and I could have potentially lost hundreds of thousands of dollars of electronics, which also makes me think that I need to rethink my insurance. So if there's any insurance companies out there who want to get a sponsored video, I've got an idea for you.
So she's homeless or claiming homelessness, yet she's also using an ad roll in the middle of this video to get another endorsement through insurances. Something's wrong here. If this was an actual homeless person, the video would not look like this, right? If this was a homeless person making a video for YouTube, they wouldn't have a 2-story apartment in LA. They wouldn't be trying to source insurance deals during the video, sponsorship. Oh my goodness gracious. Jenna.
Everyone, the plumbers, the construction people who have been working, they said that this was very unheard of and they have never actually witnessed this before, ever. And
so the rats ate through her piping or through some of the insulation or something, and that caused the problem. Here's the thing. If you're renting, you don't really need to worry about anything to do with that. All you need is the place to live and you pay the rent. None of that stuff is your concern. That all goes to the landlord, to the owner. I'm a owner. I own a home that I rent out. I'm a landlord, effectively. It doesn't work that sort of same way in Australia. We have real estate agents that deal with everything. But the people in the tenants, which is what she is, or she was, the tenants don't have to concern themselves with that. It's completely on me because I own the property. I own the building. So if there's a rat in the roof, I need to know about it, not the tenant. The tenant will be like, dude, there's rats in the roof. Ring up the real estate. There's rats in the roof here. Okay, we'll send a guy over. When are you not there? When are you next? How's it going to work? Okay, between 4 and 8, we'll come over. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with it. But she's now making a video about. Imagine the equivalent would be someone making a video about my place that I own in Adelaide, saying I live in this place and I'm really upset because, oh, you know what there is actually in my place there. I always get the weekly or the monthly report from the from the real estate agent, and there's always, which I can't quite picture, there's always nails protruding through the ceiling. And I can't picture how a nail would be coming down from the ceiling unless they were nailing things from above. I don't know. But anyway, that's the equivalent. The tenant making a video, oh, there's nails coming through and I'm really worried about it. And okay, now I've verbalized it. I can kind of see she'd be worried or concerned about it, but it's not your house. You just rent there. I'm sorry, her 5K camera setup isn't good enough right now.
And that this was a very special case. Really thankful that I could be, the first, and really, really excited about that. And just like so much of the things that were going on, like they say, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is just monsoon season in my life. Also, if it's raining, on the inside of your house, it's time to call someone. So yeah, my plan was to kind of hang out, on the East Coast, fly back, shoot some videos, do some work. And now all of my things are in storage. They don't know how long it's gonna take to fix the ceilings, to fix the walls, to maybe replace the entire floors. Half of the floors are ripped up. They're trying to obviously save it because my landlords just did recently renovate that place. So everything is like very new, which is just, it's terrible for them. But they have.
So you live in a pretty much brand newly renovated 2-story apartment in LA, and you're claiming homelessness because the rats ate some of the piping and there's water coming in and they're fixing it. This just smacks of complete entitlement. This is rubbish. This is rubbish.
It's been absolutely incredible during this whole process. But a lot of you are probably like, well, you can go stay with your sister. And yes, I could go stay with my sister, but it's kind of not the same.
Says up there, Justine is in LA since I'm currently in other sister's basement. Man, this is sad. This is a terrible video.
Like, I'm used to having my own space, like my own room, my own office.
Oh, boo-hoo. You're used to having your own space. Think about those homeless dudes that have to live in tents with everybody else. Boo-hoo, Justine. Or not Justine. What's her name again? Jenna. Far out, man. This is what's wrong with YouTube. Oh my God, and this gets views? Jesus.
All of my things were set up. My lights were set up. My cameras were set up. My gaming station was set up. So I haven't been able to stream. I haven't been able to, make content. It literally took me an hour and a half to do this setup in my sister's basement right now.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. It's so terrible. Oh, goodness me. You're having a rough time there, aren't you, Jenna? Dearie dear. Think about all those people that don't even have clothing on the streets and you're worried about setting up your lights and doing your streams. Dear me, Jenna. It's a rough life, isn't it? It's a rough life.
now, and it is the most basic setup. So it's like I've been living out of a suitcase. Things are just stressful. It's not the worst. It's like I know things could be so much worse, but it is very stressful right now. So if you guys are like, oh, you haven't been making any content, I know. Which is a shame because it would have been really incredible vlog content, but I just wasn't able to get back.
But here you are, milking it anyway. Milking it anyway. This is sad. This is sad.
So that's an update with me. If you guys are wondering, like I said, why there hasn't been content, why there hasn't been streams, all of my things are in storage. I only have, well, I actually have a lot of stuff with me. Maybe I'll do a video.
So she just as a reminder, let me just check the Discord message. It should be, Hendrik said, also it should be noted that this video went up with the title, Why I'm Homeless. If I was to do something like this, if I was to make a video like this, I would not include the word homeless. I would say something like, my apartment got damaged. No streams for a while. You're claiming homelessness from this? Chris, to be fair, her Wi-Fi at her parents did suck, and definitely that's the same as being on the streets. Yeah, a bad internet connection. It's sort of paramount to having no shoes in winter on the street and no bathroom to go to do your makeup. No, this is terrible. This is worse than I thought it would be. What do you got for us, Jenna?
Video on how I'm shooting, but yeah. It's been crazy, and I do miss the streams. I miss gaming. I thankfully do have my Xbox here. Also, like, I easily could rent an Airbnb. I could also just find a new place to live, but it's tough because it's such a seller's market that everyone is kind of selling their homes, and there's like really nowhere that I would want to live. So moving.
She can rent an Airbnb. She could buy a new place or rent a new place. It's tough because nowhere there that's available where she wants to live. Wow.
Isn't really an option right now because there's like nowhere that I would want to go. It's also summer after a pandemic, but still during a pandemic where everyone is traveling. So me trying to rent like an Airbnb for a month or 2 months, there's really not a lot going on, not many options, or it's very expensive. So I'm just gonna be homeless and live in the basement or live in hotels. I'm not really sure.
Oh my Lord. I'm gonna be homeless and live in the basement or a hotel. How many homeless people have that option? You can't call this homelessness. Oh my God. Jenna Ezarik. Jenna, this is not homelessness. You're claiming homelessness here. This is not homelessness. And I can understand how Hendrik was furious when he saw this. Someone who did actually live on the streets, laying down at night on concrete or a pizza box. That's a fair cry from an Airbnb. Tim, Benon, as roofing timbers age, they also dry out and contract. This can result in the timber partly pushing out nails. Thus, the nails used to hold up the plaster ceilings can start to protrude out from the plaster sheeting. Ah, there you go. Tim, you've always got the answers to things. So there were nails. No, that doesn't make sense, Tim, because the nails that they sent me photos, the nails are pointing down. The pointy prick part is pointing down into the room, not up. Very strange. Anyway, that's a side issue.
Things out, and I appreciate you guys kind of hanging out with me and coming along on this journey with me while I figure things out. I also just wanted to say that I also appreciate the support on any sponsored content that I have posted or I might be posting. I still obviously need to do work, and while I'm trying really, really hard to get back to making content that's fun and exciting, my brain isn't very fun or excited right now. So mentally, trying to make a video has been very, very it's been really, really tough, but I'm working on it. So thank you guys for all the support and for hanging in there with me. Just wanted to give you an update. And the update is I actually don't have an update because I have no idea how long the renovations will be. If you want to subscribe to this channel, we're homeless and we don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh,
anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, stay tuned for whatever happens next on this wild journey that is life. Bye.
Dude, that's cringe. Hey, keep it down. That's cringe. That's sad. That is all kinds of wrong. The way it could have been done better is if she hadn't have used the word homeless. Like, don't use that word in this story at all. Certainly not in the title of the video. And I'm sure she put it on the thumbnail, probably changed that as well. And Tim, she's not homeless. She's temporarily displaced. That's a better way of saying it, to give respect to homeless people. Maybe she needs to do a follow-up saying, while I've got all this time on my hands, I actually went out and had a look at some homeless crew in LA, and I interviewed them. We had a chat and I gave them some money. I gave them some of my wealth that I've got. I'm not using it right now because I can't go and stay in Airbnbs. I can't go flying because of the pandemic. Can't do this. I ended up giving some homeless people some money. I gave them blankets. I gave them whatever they needed, some food. This is disappointing to see from someone with obviously a platform, right? Someone who's got an audience, to almost want to glorify a very negative side of definitely life in LA. I've been and seen this. I've seen how terrible it is there. She has the chance to actually potentially do something about it to help. Instead, she wants to suck from it, squeezing whatever she can from it for her own gain. That's just terrible. It's terrible. She should take that video down and she should make a new one and say, here's an update to my situation. Temporary displacement. Hell, when I was living in a van, I never once said the word homeless. I lived in a van off my own free will. I went and left this side of the country. I'm on the East Coast, Sydney, and I went across to Adelaide to go skateboarding. And I did it just on a whim. I'm driving to Adelaide. I'm going to live in my van until I get sorted. Lived in my van at the skate park for 2 weeks. I used to take showers in the beach house, which is a amusement park down there on Glenelg. I used to go in there and take showers. I used to shave in the library because I had a sink with a hot tap which you could shave in. And I went looking for jobs. And I got a job in a restaurant on Jetty Road, Glenelg, the Strand, still good friends of mine. All the time I was going back to the skate park and living in my van so I could go skateboarding and sleep and eat and cook food. I never once used the word homeless. Never milked it for any of my gain, any selfish gain. She's totally milking this, and it sucks to see. It's terrible, Jenna. Get your head on. And I'm looking at this too. It just keeps spinning, and I'm like, that's what the cycle is here. The spin of the YouTube refreshing browser is like, you're going to just do the next video where you're going to take the next thing, you're going to milk it, you're going to squeeze it, you're going to keep squeezing it. This is like squeezing the juice here. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's kind of annoying me to see it off the corner of my eye. Chris, I think she's like 30 now too, so really should know better than that. But yeah, YouTube will support this crap. That's the key thing here. YouTube will facilitate this and will promote this and get this out to people. And that is so sad. This video that I'm making, this live stream, will get completely shunned. Nobody will see this, but that video, bam, monetized, sponsorship deals, all kinds of crap that no one else will ever see. And she's getting her story out there under the disguise of being homeless. Just disgusting. And Hendrik, I support you and I salute you in your comment and I salute you in your downvote. I'm not gonna downvote. I don't downvote. I don't upvote or downvote. I don't do the voting thing on YouTube. But I salute you in what you've done what you've done because of your situation, because you know what this is, right? This would have been difficult for you to watch, man. Imagine if you had have watched it while you were homeless. Now that would have been even more hardcore. Just a side note, Hendrik has found himself back on his feet in a new city and he's doing much better. He should make a video addressing this. Hendrik should be doing this video, not me. I've never been homeless. Jenna, you've lost it. You've never had me to start with, but you definitely don't have me as a viewer. Folks, that's all I got for you on the stream today. I'll see you all tomorrow on the next Julive. Cheers as eases. That's terrible. YouTube.